Stephen Hawking, astrophysicist and arguably one of the smartest people on the planet, warned us about the possibility of aliens from outer space.
Aliens exist, and President Trump knows about it. That's according to Israel's former space security chief.
Hawking says that if extraterrestrials visit us, the outcome might be similar to when Columbus landed in America. In other words, it didn't turn out too well for Native Americans.
Object 07/493 was first spotted just beyond Jupiter's orbit by the Space Guard program. It was moving at speeds of up to 3 × 10⁷ meters per second. It was projected to pass millions of miles outside of Earth's orbit. However, we soon discovered its path was recalculated. Impact in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My God.
Striking news. The whole world is watching. The course of human history is changed today.
This is not a test. This is an emergency broadcast transmission.
We're going to stay on the air for as long as possible.
We're seeing heavily armed forces being deployed.
Every man make himself and his country proud. Be brave! Be brave! Be brave!
Are we gonna die?
I will never let that happen. Do you hear me? Never.
We're under attack!
What we just witnessed come out of the ocean.
12 different locations across the globe were breached.
There are massive casualties in Moscow, Paris. We lost communications with Tokyo, Rio, and New York.
Thank God.
We will be united in our common interest. And you will once again be fighting for our freedom. Not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We're fighting for our right to live, to exist. And should we win the day, 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
Air to fire.
Sir, which weapon? the power? How could they cut the power, man? They're animals.
Aliens exist and President Trump knows about it. That's according to Israel's former space security chief. In an interview with an Israeli newspaper, he said the aliens have been waiting until today for humanity to develop and reach a stage where we will understand in general what space and spaceships are. NBC News chief global correspondent Bill Neely explains this one.
Hi, Alison. Well, this is quite a story, and it comes from the man who headed Israel's space security program for nearly 30 years. Chaim Eshed is making the extraordinary claim that the United States and Israel have been in contact with a group of aliens for years. Not immigrants, but extraterrestrials. He has called them the Galactic Federation of Aliens, and he says President Trump is aware of the existence of these aliens and had been on the verge of revealing their secrets, he claims, but was asked not to do so by the Federation in order to prevent what he calls mass hysteria.
What people need to understand is the secrecy around UFOs and extraterrestrial intelligence really has nothing to do with ETs. It has to do with humans and the power that is resting in large corporations and financial interests that do not want you to know the truth.
Who and what is the Galactic Federation of Light? The Galactic Federation of Light originates, its headquarters, now you hear all sorts of stories, Lyra, this, that and the other, is in Orion. They come from a star, as one of the belt stars, as seen here from the southern hemisphere. It's on this one here, and it's Al Nitak. That's the star where they come from. They come from a planet called Diaspora. That's what they call it. They call it Diaspora. That's equivalent in our English language. Now, I'm sure you've heard that term in some religions here on the planet too. Now, the reason they call it Diaspora is because it comes from a Greek word which means diaphora, which means the ones who are separate from the rest. It means the ones who are the chosen one.
I am the chosen one. It's called them the Galactic Federation of Aliens, and he says President Trump is aware of the existence of these aliens and had been on the verge of revealing their secrets.
The enlightened ones. And they are a blonde-haired, blue-eyed race, and I'm not being racist because there are a lot of beautiful blonde-haired, blue-eyed races out there. But these beings are so beautiful, so angelic looking, and so incredibly evil.
Marion, don't look at it. Shut your eyes, Marion. Don't look at it no matter what happens.
The way they handle you and the things that they do to you, it's like you can come across the reptilians, and these were all reptilians. These beings have evolved. They have changed physical containers. They no longer look reptilian. But when you have the ability to see properly, when you can see properly, you see through the facade, they are not what they seem. And they have this ability to connect with you mentally, telepathically. Telepathy is mental, right? The fourth dimension is the mental dimension. And what they do simultaneously is they have technology and they have the ability to stroke your central nervous system, giving you the sensation of euphoria. And there's channelers all around the world who have fallen victim to these beings. And it's happening. I see it everywhere. I've dealt with these beings time and time again. Our governments have been in contact with these beings for a very long time. They like to build their underground bases. They get told to build their underground bases. They have a base on Mars, upwards of 500,000 Earth people living there already. Now, you hear the people talking about the Greys. Well, they are all in collaboration. Even though they're factional and they fight and do all this sort of stuff, they all belong to this one big empire which spans, the top starts here and goes all the way down. And that is what we call on the planet the Galactic Federation of Light. They have amassed a great empire. At the top of that empire, there's two beings that run the whole show. They are both originally, and still are at the core, crocodilian reptilians. For those who don't know about this stuff, look at the ancient Sumer statues and you'll see the snouts. Look at the Egyptian hieroglyphs, you'll see crocodiles in it. They're everywhere, okay? It's all in it. You just got to go looking for them in the right places. It's nothing new. They have amassed such a great empire that it spans all the dimensional levels. Well, you see, that's a dimensional level. These are really octaves, but they sell it like it's a dimensional level. I've heard speakers on this planet talking about 6th, 7th dimensional Dracos. I've heard them talking about, oh, these beings came in from the 12th dimension. Well, no, they couldn't have, because everyone came in from the 9th dimension as a soul. So there's no way beings can come in from the 12th. It's impossible. So what they've done is they've replicated the whole dimensional structure of the universe down here in the lower universes. And these beings play God. You can't live in a la-la land the whole time. Not in this reality, you can't. So the reality is, these guys are coming. They're already here, but they're about to present themselves to you. Now, Planet X. Planet X is right now on the other side of the sun. As we go around the sun, it goes around the sun too, so we never get to see it. It's hiding there. Wormwood Planet, Nibiru, all these names, whatever you want to call it. When these beings turn up, what their objective is to stop as many people from staying on this planet and walking through those dimensional doorways to the true path of ascension. They are going to come here and they're going to sell everyone, all of you, their version of ascension. They have created a false light body, but it only goes to there. So when you're down here in these vibrations, when you come across a being up in the higher reaches of their empire, you think you're talking to an ascended master or an angelic being. And what they've done is, over a period of, especially the last 6,000 years, okay, because don't forget this is all part of the great divine plan. And you all wanted to have that experience, that's why you're here right now. Don't forget that, right? So take responsibility for it, don't blame everybody else and all that business. So, they are going to sell love better than a US election campaign. I'm telling you, all the whistles and bells, all the lights and the glory, and they're going to talk it up like anything. Now, they need to do that because they need to win the hearts and the minds of the people in order to seduce them onto their ships, as many people as possible, because these are the guys, and even though they won't say it, they're the ones that are feeding off the worship. And these beings have real power. I've experienced it. Okay? I've experienced their power. What they can do to you is amazing.
The Rhodesian nationalist leader, Bishop Abel Muzorewa, has accepted Mr. Smith's offer to negotiate an internal settlement based on one man, one vote. But, he says, there are conditions. These include stopping the execution of all captured prisoners of war. In Australia, Mr. Kerry Packer's cricketers are still thinking about this High Court decision, which didn't down on the playing test match.
This is the voice of Allah, representative of the Ashtar Galactic Command, speaking to you. For many years you have seen us as lights and shadows. We speak to you now, precisely as we have done to your brothers and sisters all over this, your planet Earth. We come to warn you of the destiny of your race and your world, so that you may communicate to your fellow beings the course you must take to avoid the disaster which threatens your world and the beings on other worlds around you. This is in order that you may share in great awakening as the planet passes into a new age of Aquarius. The new age will be a time of great peace and liberation for your race, but only if your rulers are made aware of your forces and cannot show their judgments. Be still now, and listen, for your chance may not come again. All your weapons of evil must be removed. The time for conflict is now past, and the race of which you are a part may proceed to the higher stages of its evolution, if you show yourselves worthy to do this. You have but a short time to learn to live together in peace and goodwill. Small groups all over the planet are learning this, and exist to pass on the light of the dawning new age to you all. You are free to accept or reject their teachings, but you soon learn to live.
Many go as wide as this, then they run out.
Spiritual evolution. Here now, the voice of Rilon, representative of the Galactic Command, speaking to you. Be aware also that there are many false prophets and guides operating on your earth. They will suck your energy from you, the energy you call money, and will put it to evil ends, giving you worthless loss in return. But your divine self protect you from this. You must try to be sensitive to the voice within you, that can tell you what is true and what is learn to listen to the voice of truth.
It's such a
This is our message.
Really appreciate understand that we can't do. I insist so little, full of only really powerful ingredients. I can
Bats have 9 lives.
Well, that's
no fear. Keep on knowing yourself and discover the ways of your planet to live. With the Galactic Command, thank you for your attention. We are now leaving the days of your existence. May you be blessed by the supreme love and truth.
He's a social manipulator. He is literally 100% manipulative. He leads you into this false sense of security, and he wants you to trust him because he wants to take advantage of you. From the surface, like especially in this first bit where he says, if dinner is what you want, then I can provide. Like in this, and I wanted this to come across in a seductive way, while also masking this like burning rage inside that breaks through the suave nature of it. That was my clue to reveal he's not your friend. He's not here to help you. He's here to use you. Like, that's the antithesis of what I want to be. And so, if I'm going to make an opposite version of me, he's going to be the worst. He seems like someone you can trust. And he will manipulate you and take advantage of you and literally use you. And to me, that's terrifying.
When you were young and your heart was an open book, you used to say, live and let live. You know you did, you know you did, you know you did. But if this ever-changing world in which we live in makes you give in and cry, say live and let die. Live and let die.
Over the next 2 to 3 years, More of you are going to be waking up profoundly. This information I'm providing here today, a lot of people already know, but the magnitude of it, I don't feel is known, because I've seen what's going on around the internet and the world and what people have to say. Not a lot, but bits and pieces here and there, and I don't think they've grasped the whole magnitude of it, the big picture. And, okay, I'm one of the first, not for ego reasons, but of life's journey, to come up and say this stuff. And I know that over the next few years, there's going to be more and more and more who are going to start coming out and saying it. There is. Because, like I said, it's time for the truth to come out and the truth to be revealed.